Oh, so this is day 5. I got my coffee and I've brought my willpower again. So we're gonna continue analyzing the same game I analyzed 2 days ago. We only got to the first 3 minutes, so we're gonna start right where we left off. I'm gonna try making the video a little shorter. For the past 2 days, I've been using his opener, so I went into a custom game and just got used to the feeling. But so this is about the point where his third is coming out, and I noticed there was a lot of emphasis on not disturbing his drones for like mineral saturation. So whenever he created his gases, as opposed to just grabbing 3 drones here and then putting them in gas, he just built the drones and had those drones relay directly in gas. So he wasn't that he didn't care about getting Zergling speed insanely fast. It's just you want to get it in a timely manner, but not extremely early, right? It's like a harassing tool. It's not defensive, so it doesn't really matter exactly how quickly you get it. So he'd rather have a bunch of minerals. Although he's playing against INnoVation, he might have reads on him, so I'll have to go check other games of Serral, right? And the reason why I'm gonna try sticking with one player is because each high-level player, right? This is my theory, because these are all just theories, right? But each player, talking high-level players, should have a complete system, meaning that each particular build, there might be a hole in it, but their system as a whole can't be exploitable, because then INnoVation could just adapt to it and then just do something else, right? So by watching how Serral plays, I'm assuming that Serral is putting himself in a position where he has options, right? So I might see, like, if I'm watching Scarlet might go for a bunch of Ravagers with a certain timing, but with Serral's build here, it might be impossible to hit that exact timing, right? But Serral might have a different response to that same push the Terran player would do, where Scarlet would go for Roaches and he might get Mutas out in time. I don't know, right? So, like, I'm sure he thought of all this. So I'm going to stick with one player. We'll move on to others later, right? Once I start to understand Serral's system. Why am I picking Serral? I don't know. I think it's just random. It's really good. They're all really good. So I'm not gonna dilly-dally on which player I'm picking. Yeah, so we're gonna watch from Serral's point of view. So the opening, I think I'm getting a hang of it. I'm gonna have to go refine the Overlord timings, because it's changed my Overlord timings, right? So I find myself getting supply blocked more, but that's just because my building style isn't flexible. I haven't learned that many builds. I essentially just learned one build, and that's how I got to Platinum. Yeah, so I'll go, but I won't do Overlord timings with you guys, because that's gonna be kind of boring. But what I'm going to look at here is his 4th timing, right? What he sees before he goes for the 4th, like what triggers the 4th, or what would not. You see, like, if I see another match where Serral goes for a way later 4th, then I might be able to piece together why he did so. So right now we're just observing, because I can't make that many inferences with just one point of data, right? So we're going to be looking for when he drops his 4th. I want to see that hive time. I want to see the later timing, and then we'll fast forward through it, because I want to see the hive timing as well, because I think my hive is essentially late in every game. Just when the games go very, very late, I lose, and I'm tending to think it's just my hive timing isn't there. So like my upgrades fall behind, because you need hive for 3-3. Because we'll look at my games eventually. They're not really worth looking at right now. Once I get the build in, then we'll see what's going on. These queens, what hotkey are they on? They must be on the 2 hotkey though. How's another queen randomly hotkeyed? I'm not gonna pause for that, but I'll figure it out myself. So So here I'm looking less at the specifics of the build order, because Zerg's kind of flexible in that way. I want to get the gist of what's going on, because now the opener's over, so this is where it gets like kind of flexible and you're starting to actually play the game. I don't know, lack of better words. Okay, so Lair's at 420. Does he have the safety spores? He doesn't have safety spores. He is playing against Tear in low. And he is being aggressed. What does INnoVation have right now? He didn't see the third. He's going for more factories. I'll have to learn how tearing works, but see, I was thinking maybe he could have a starboard now, but I guess it's just like a Protoss thing. So against Tear in my hunches, I can go for later spores. We'll study more before I do that. This might just be a read he has on INnoVation as well, right? Oh, I'm watching INnoVation's point of view. Sorry. There we go. Okay, we have the gas here. As this is just his second gas. Okay. So he takes his gas a lot later. And my problem is whenever I take the gas so late, or probably because I'm not used to having such a big economy, my minerals skyrocket. So I want to see what kind of mineral heavy stuff he's spending his money in, because I just run out of larva. Maybe I'm just missing injects. I'll macro after this game and see how it feels. He goes for the fourth. Okay. Then starts the gases. That's one way to clean up your minerals. Queens. Are there any queens in production? No. Okay. I'll go back and see what the drone count was when he was on his lair. I believe no. Okay. So then he starts the double Evo as he gets drones in his third gas. Yeah, he's gonna move him here. So as he gets his third and fourth gas, that's when he puts the Evo down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse. I want to see that layer timing. I missed it. Okay. The third is going down. So the third hatch is done. Still droning. Still droning. Okay. So the layer is at 419 and he gets a second gas at the same time. Okay. How many drones? So 46 drones, which is okay. Full saturation here, because I'm assuming one of them. Oh yeah, it was full saturation, but he just moved one of the drones. It's not full saturation here. It's about half saturation on the third. Yes, full saturation here. Okay. So just layer 46 drones. Okay. Eventually I'll be able to play around with these timings, right? But right now I'm just gonna play this consistently and see how it feels against Terran, because I'm doing a different build right now, which is like a Roach Hydra style. This is a much lane heavier style, which I believe is better, just straight up all around, just because of how mobile the units are. But doing more than one style. So like, I'm assuming that some of Terran's units feels really good simply because I'm playing a different style. But then when I play this style, I'll get like a better perspective of what StarCraft is really like. So, like, what I'm trying to say, right, is my perspective of this game is limited. I only perceive like what I've done and how like I receive stuff, right? I don't understand exactly what Zerg can do. I don't know if maybe you're following me, maybe you're not, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna keep going. This is 46 layer 46 drones. Plus gangs. The nest. Okay, see, I was getting the nest way too early, because the only time I was getting the nest was in ZVZs right now. Because you just need a bailing nest in ZVZ, it just doesn't work. If your opponent has a bailing nest and you don't, you just die. Okay. So as the gas finishes, okay. That's how I can remember that. The fun thing about like not using supply and then just using like triggers, so instead of looking at the supply count and all that, right? Because maybe he would have built like a few less Zerglings. Well, you don't want to just delay your build just to delay your build, right? But I'm assuming the gas finishing, you know, you need that second gas to use the bailing nest, right? Because bailings are heavier in gas than Zerglings, just by the fact that they use gas. So by basing my timing on when the extractor finishes, I become a lot more flexible. So if the game was delayed because of an early cheese or something like that, right? I am not completely lost or just stalling for no reason. 15, okay. Yes. Finish. Throw down the nest after the second gas, and then this is just a timestamp, so I can come back to it. 440. It also gives me a benchmark. Throws the nest down. Okay. So we have 56 drones. When did he get those 2 gases? Gets the 2 gas geysers. Where's the... Throw down those extractors. Oh. Okay. Throws down both extractors. So it's just after the nest. Yeah, okay, so as soon as he gets saturation. So when he saturates, and he already saturated this gas, right?
So after 3 base mineral and 2 extractor. Saturation. He throws down 2 more gases.
So functionally, I'm guessing I can probably just throw down all 3 gases at once. It's probably not gonna hurt me too much.
I'll try doing this though. Okay. I'm just saying that because of the level I'm playing at, where these little precisions probably don't matter. 3 base mineral. Gases.
Okay, so throw down 2 more gases, and then he sends out the drone. Yeah, okay. Sends the drone out to the 4th. Why does he stop it? He cancels it. Does he misclick? What does he want? Does he build? Why does he want the extra 300 minerals? Why does he stop it? Maybe it was just to build drones. Yeah, it was just to build drones. Okay. So the next big thing he builds is the hatch.
Okay. And then at 5, 2 or 61 drones. 61 drones. Build 4th.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so in the 3rd and 4th, extractor finish. Or
Oh, that drone count includes drones that aren't in production. Oh, that are. Okay. See, I thought the drones and eggs don't show up here. I guess it makes sense that they do. So they're a lot easier to follow. Okay, so 61 drones is exactly what I need. Yes. Oh, that is so good to know.
61 drones. So I want to aim right for 61 because that's perfect. Okay, 61 drones.
Then he's gonna replace them, right? Yeah, he's gotta replace them. So I'm assuming as soon as he puts down both evos, I'm gonna see
Those 2 drones in production. Those are 2 evos.
builds another evo, builds 1 drone. I want to see the 2nd drone. So the 2nd drone? Where's the 2nd drone at? Builds OVs, okay. Why? Oh, he already has enough? Wait a second. Okay. 60 drones is what I want. So 60 is enough for 2 gases in the main, a gas on each other expansion. Okay.
So he had 1 extra drone.
See, like, I'm assuming eventually, right? Just like memorizing skills and music and all of this, right? I'm gonna know without having to count or think that 60 drones, right? If I just remember this, 60 drones is enough for 3 mineral lines and 4 gases. I'll just be able to memorize that.
Because, you know, the game's not going to change that much. So I won't have to do the math every game. Now this is like stuff that I want to ingrain in my mind. Okay. 60 drones. That's perfect.
It's 3 base and 4 gas. Okay. And then he just builds links. And as soon as the evos are down, okay, halfway through the evos, starts the centrifugal works. Okay.
Start fan speed. Okay.
Cool. Right. How long is this video going now? It's about 20 minutes? Okay, we'll stop it there. We'll stop it there. And we'll get through. So here we're at 5 minutes 34. Cool. Because even for me, past 20 minutes, the brain turns into mush. Just writing down the timestamp so I can continue from here. And I got the 4th timing, so this is the opening I wanted. So it just took me about like 80 minutes to get through all of this. And then after that, we'll go through this game. We'll go through this game in another video, and we'll try to figure out the hive timing. That's what lately I'm thinking I'm throwing games for. Just my hive timing is just not there. Okay, well, thanks for joining me.